What is going on, YouTube? This is yours truly, ATUM-RE, coming at you guys with another video. Before I go in, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. The name of this video is going to be the 3 main reasons you should have more than one EDC pistol. You should have more than one EDC firearm for 3 main reasons. Let's get right into it. The very first reason is going to be seasons. Let's just say in the wintertime, I can get away with carrying a full-size pistol like this CZ-P10F. This one has, 19 plus 1 rounds, and there's a lot of capacity, but it is a really, really big pistol for 9mm. But in the wintertime, I can get away with carrying this under my coat with ease. My everyday carry, basically for pretty much all seasons, would be the Glock 19. I can carry this pretty much all year long. Summer, winter, spring, you name it, I can carry it. But there are going to come times when you want to go deep conceal, when you have, I guess gym shorts on, or, shorts or something like that on. This is when the micro pistol comes into play, and this is the CZ-P10. I'm sorry, not the CC, but the SIG P365. Let me get that right. SIG P365, and you can go up to 15 rounds with this if you get the extended mag. I have the 10 round mag for this one, and I also have the 12 round, but I'll get the 15 round at some point. But this is if you really just want something that you can go deep conceal, maybe a church gun, where you can't really have any printing, or you have, clothing that are a little bit more fitted. That's when this comes to play. Now, if you have something that you want to put in some gym shorts without it coming down, this is a gun that you want. You want your little revolver, an airweight revolver like the Smith & Wesson Model 642. Man, I cannot get my words together tonight. But yeah, the biggest reason, one of the reasons is going to be comfort in seasons, because again, there are going to be times when you want to carry a lighter gun based on what you're wearing or the time of year. And there are going to be times when you want to have a bigger gun because you're going into maybe a dangerous area, or maybe winter time where you can actually get away with this and conceal it without printing or anything like this. But yeah, it's always good to have options. Those are just a few of my options. I have, way more pistols than that. I just wanted to use those options. But let's get to reason number 2. The reason number 2 you should have more than one EDC option is because firearms are man-made. When I say that their firearms are man-made, that means that it can have problems because it has moving parts. Let's just say a firing pin, let's say a recoil spring, let's just say something that you had to replace, that you had to order, that you don't have on tap. What are you going to do while you wait for your gun to get repaired or for that part to come in? Or you may have an issue that requires gunsmithing, and you may take it to the gunsmith and he say, hey, I'm backed up, so I won't be able to get this back to you for, let's say, another 72 hours. For 72 hours, you're not going to have a firearm. So you always want to have a plan B on anything that you buy. If you're going to get into firearms, definitely make sure you have more than one EDC pistol. If you only have one EDC pistol, think about what I'm saying. Have a backup plan, because again, these are man-made and they all have moving parts, and anything can go wrong at any given time, and you don't want to be asked out here without something to carry on your person on a day-to-day basis. And the very last reason number 3, what if you actually had to use your EDC in an actual self-defense encounter, where you actually pull the trigger and you shot the suspect? Guess what's going to happen? They're going to take that firearm into for evidence. And while that gun is in evidence, guess what? You're not going to have a firearm, because they have to, vindicate you. They have to clear your name. They have to do all their research, ballistics, etc. But while they're doing that, it's not like they're going to give you a rental gun. This is not like an insurance. You can go to Avis and get a rental car. The police department is not going to give you a rental gun. So if you get in a situation, you have to use your home defense pistol or your EDC in a situation where you actually have to use deadly force, they're going to take that firearm. And while they take that firearm and you don't have an extra, you're left with nothing. So that's why you want to have multiple firearms. So those are the 3 reasons. So reason number 1 is going to be for different seasons. You know, you can have different sizes for different seasons. Number 2 is that guns are man-made, so they have moving parts, so they can break and malfunction to the point where you actually have to take it to a gunsmith or order parts. And while you're waiting for that, you don't want to be without a firearm. And number 3, again, if you get into a self-defense encounter where you actually have to use deadly force or shoot the perp for any reason whatsoever, that gun will be taken, and you probably will not see that gun maybe a year, maybe never, maybe next week. But in the meantime, while you're waiting on that gun, you will not have anything in your possession. So that's why you want to have multiple guns for EDC, you know, for those reasons. You don't want to be sitting here waiting for a gun and you don't have, you know, a gun to protect yourself while you're waiting for your gun in the evidence locker. But that's all I had. Don't want to make it a very long video. Just want to just come up with a subject that came up on my mind. As I talked to a guy, said he only has 1 pistol. He has, you know, quite a few long guns, but doesn't have but 1 pistol. And I was like, hey man, this is the reason. And it just sparked my idea to come up with this video. But that is pretty much all I have for you guys. You know, most of you guys probably already know this already. This is not new information or anything like that. But we do have a lot of new people getting into firearms, have a lot of new viewers. So we want to try to keep, you know, information coming at all times. But again, that's all I have, guys. I want to say thank you again for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. 2-8 up.